gentlemen, back with On the Hook and Digging in the Garden. The garden season is coming to a close. We have gotten all the plots all cleaned out and ready for next season. But now it's time to sow some seeds for the window garden. Got them all already sitting here. We've got 10 different vegetables that we're going to be planting in the window garden this year. Red habaneros, serranos, jalapenos, Anaheims, some green bush beans,
cayenne peppers here, which we don't have in a package, but
those are straight out of one of our own peppers.
yellow bush beans, onion, green onions, some lettuce, tiny Tims, and radishes. We'll see you shortly for putting the seeds in dirt.
Hey guys, I'm Dean. This is Ben. We're on the hook and we're just getting our seeds into the dirt for our window garden. And yeah, quite excited about it. We've got 10 different vegetables to go in. And really looking forward to seeing some plants grow inside this year.
Now, because these trays are the biggest ones we have to deal with today, we're starting with the lettuce and the radishes.
Okay.
First of all, I'm going to do the lettuce. It is an iceberg lettuce, which is actually, out of all the lettuces, my favorite. Gonna hope for 8 out of this batch.
Now guys, remember this, what we're doing right now with the radishes and the lettuce, it's an experiment. We've never grown them indoors and haven't had any luck with them in the past. And we're just curious if we can grow them in these trays, and we'll see what happens. It's exciting just to try, you know, everything's an experiment, and if things turn out, then we can reuse the idea. But we've got a soil mix of peat moss, sheep manure, worm castings, and a little bit of the dirt from our garden outside. Now the mix seems to be working really well for most of our plants. I can't give you, it's just a mix. We haven't actually had any measurements on how we mixed it. We just threw it all together and it seems to work good for our plants.
The iceberg lettuce is supposed to sprout within 7 to 10 days, so we'll keep you up to date.
Awesome.
Now on to the radishes. It says for them 4 to 7 days. That's exciting. Something that might come up quick. Gonna open this package. Whoa.
We have all the seeds that we have are from my brother Keith, who went crazy buying up seeds when he moved into his trailer. The other seeds that we have, the peppers mainly, are from Ben's mom, and what we found with those seeds is that they're not necessarily the best seeds we've come across, and but they still have a chance of coming up. Red habaneros have an up to 18 days for germination, and so it might take a while for the seeds to come up.
We got 3 rows of radishes here. So that I think will be good enough to make a salad.
Heck yeah.
If they come up.
Looking forward to that.
We're doing something different this year. Instead of shorts for this, we're doing a full video.
Absolutely. We decided if we're going to start off the window garden, we'd start off with a full video and then keep updates through shorts throughout the rest of the season.
until we get a big harvest.
Until we get a big harvest, absolutely.
Then we'll do something where we'll cook and make it look really good. I'm thinking it'll be a salad with some fish,
Absolutely.
but that was quite shocking, actually, the amount of seeds that fit into this tray. I
No
emptied the
kidding.
full radish
Into the tray, eh?
seeds into the tray, perfect spacing. So now the radishes and the lettuce are done. Gotta put them in their spot, cover them up. We'll water everything at the end. No sense watering.
Now, I believe the lettuce was ½ inch is the depth for sowing your seeds, and for the radishes, a ½ inch. And we probably haven't got perfect measurements, but they should sprout anyway. You know what, guys? Gardening has got to be one of the most enjoyable, relaxing things that we've ever done. And the reward is seeing these plants grow fruit and vegetables, and being able to eat from your own plants. I mean, that's incredible. We actually did really well this summer with the garden. We had many harvests and ate lots and lots of tomatoes and beans and peas. And
So the radishes, since there's so many
so
of
the
them,
tray is going underneath
we're
here,
gonna go here.
right down there. We get lots of light in that spot, so we're going to have those in that spot. And Ben's
Here's
going to
the
take the second
lettuce.
tray and move that underneath on another rack there, where we get lots of light.
Yeah. And the lettuce one's got a little drip tray underneath just in case there's holes. But on to the next ones.
Absolutely.
And there's
As you
gonna
can
be-
see, guys, this will be the window garden
For now.
For now, and it's going to evolve as time goes by, and of course, we'll keep you updated with it. But anyway, Ben's going to bring over some more planters to start planting the other vegetables that we have. And I just fell into a chair.
Well, at least it was a chair and not a rock.
Yeah, that would be my usual.
Okay.
Anyway,
so
guys.
Here we go.
Ben's already got these planters all pre-made up with their labels in place already. And so he will grab the seeds and he'll start planting for us.
Now, the story behind these cayenne pepper seeds, they were my mom's plants.
Yep.
She gave them to us towards the end of the season. We managed to collect some seeds out of them, and they are spicy.
Yep.
And
They're
since,
delicious. Absolutely delicious.
Since our Carolina Reaper pepper died and I couldn't keep it alive, that
Yeah.
was my hope for the window garden this year. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, we tried to rescue a bunch of red habaneros and the Carolina Reaper, and none of them survived, unfortunately. But we're going to try again. We're going to get a bunch of peppers going, and hopefully we'll get some really hot ones this time around.
I'm gonna put 3 different containers here for the cayenne peppers, just because they were so good. We plan to hopefully make our own hot sauce, and we've had a few demo tries, didn't film it, but when we get enough peppers together, we'll show you how we make hot sauce.
Absolutely.
So the cayenne peppers are done.
Nice.
I got
He's going to put
them
those
back.
up onto the garden window there, window garden.
I already
Yeah.
got the red habaneros seeded or sewed in.
Yep. The red habaneros were put in like a week ago, so hopefully we're going to see a lot of peppers in this window.
Yeah, so the next 4
Planters.
planters, thank you, are going to be 2 Serenos and 2 jalapenos.
Nice.
We're trying to go up the Scoville level here. From Anaheim's, pretty much the hottest pepper we got is the red habanero. So we'll see what happens.
Excuse me.
Maybe we can get a couple of peppers of each and do a hot pepper challenge.
Absolutely.
So
Looking forward to that. That's my thing. I like hot peppers, so.
And I don't mind them.
Yeah.
I burn. They burn me real good. But I think it'll be funny for a video to have Dean not be phased by it, and for me, it's gonna burn me. I know it's.
So
going
how
to.
deep are you putting them in, Ben? Just for the viewer's point of view.
for the jalapenos, it says here 1/4 inch.
1/4 inch, okay.
To a centimeter, depending on the soil density or whatever.
Right.
So I'm
And
just going a finger, about my fingernail, a little bit above.
that makes sense, yeah,
And
absolutely.
that's kind of the plan. So
And when they're all planted, we'll get them all watered, and we'll cross our fingers.
there we go. The jalapenos are done. Now for the serranos, same thing. It says 1/4 inch.
Serranos.
It says start indoors, which is what we're kind of doing. And the germination rate on these is 8 to 18 days as well. So it seems like the common theme here with the hot peppers is
8 to 18 days, yeah.
which makes sense. You know, I'm gonna stick a couple in here. I'm putting 2 seeds in each one just in case one doesn't come up. You never know.
Yeah, and if you have to, you can always remove one, keep the strongest one.
Yeah, definitely. But there's those peppers. They're all done. Just want to loosen up the soil where I put the seeds so the jalapeno.
So those ones are ready to go. Awesome. We'll get them all in place, and then we'll have some watering to do.
Gotta make sure they're not going to fall over on me. And there's these ones. Come on. Don't beat me.
As you can see, guys, this window is exceptionally bright for our plants, and last year we did pretty good considering it was our first try in this window.
There we go. Those are all ready. Now, the next couple of things we got going on here is finish off with the pepper theme.
Absolutely.
And there's these. And
Oh, got a couple more, I think.
Yep. So, the next batch going in are Anaheims. We had some really good luck this year in the garden with Anaheims.
Yeah, they grew
came
quite
up
well.
nicely. They were awesome tasting. Great replacement for green peppers.
Absolutely.
I'm not a big pepper eater, but I enjoy these Anaheims. And I think for anybody out there that doesn't like green peppers or red peppers or yellow peppers, these Anaheims make a great replacement.
I
That's
have
coming
to
from
agree.
someone that doesn't like peppers.
Yeah, I have to agree with them on that, but they're just not spicy enough for my taste. But taste good, but they're just not spicy. Uh-oh.
There we go.
So anyway, Ben's getting the Anaheims in there, and I don't know what the other ones are. The other vegetables that he's got planned there.
Okay, so the Anaheims are done.
Cool.
We got a few more seeds left, so that'll be good for next season, digging in the garden. Now the next ones I got going on are the green onions.
Ah, yes, one of my favorite things.
So, again, I'm not a big fan of onions, but green onions are something that I don't mind. They're good. We got these 2 containers here for the onions. It says they take 12 to 14 days to sprout. And for the depth, it says 1/2 inch. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to
Absolutely.
sprinkle a bunch of these in here. And we'll see what happens.
I am a big fan of green onions, and I really hope we end up with a good crop of those. We're not looking for huge amounts of anything, guys. We're not trying to become self-sufficient on a window garden. But one day we plan on moving a big vegetable garden down into the basement. So this is all just a start to see which plants we have the most luck with inside this house.
As Dean mentioned earlier, we got a variety of different soils, and actually it's quite soft. So I'm hoping the roots from all these plants grow quickly and efficiently.
Absolutely.
Sprinkle some more onions
We
in
didn't
there.
loosen the soil enough in our garden outside this last season, and a lot of our plants didn't do well because the soil was too tight, like the carrots and the radishes, and basically any tubers underground will not do well if the dirt is too tight. So we've realized we have to loosen up our soil to make it easier for these plants to germinate.
Now there's the onions, they're all done.
Awesome.
And next up on the list was yellow and green
Green
bush beans.
Yeah.
Now we had some luck last year in the window garden. Actually, we got some beans. We're going to use these two varieties.
Yep.
I'll start with the yellow beans. It says here they take 6 to 14 days to
Germinate.
germinate. This strain in particular comes from Europe, which is a cool fact. And it says to sow them an inch deep. So that's about length of my finger up to here. That's what I'm gonna do. And just like everything else, I'm putting 2 seeds in the container, just in case one doesn't come up. You never know, and the seeds are gonna be dodgy.
That's right.
But I have high hopes in these bush beans. We had luck with them before.
We had, yeah, last year we had them in the window garden and they did well. We actually had a harvest of, well, several beans. But we'll see how they do this year.
Now, next up are these green bush beans,
Cool.
and they're called tender green. For anybody that's curious,
Yeah.
it says again 6 to 14 days, an inch deep. Yeah, I'm looking forward to these ones. I don't think we got any of these this year. This particular one, my mom gave these to us late in the season.
Yeah, we didn't get to use those ones.
So I'm hoping that these come up. I enjoy doing this gardening thing, folks. I've never had the means to do it in my life, and I enjoy watching plants grow. It's very stress relieving. Sometimes it can be stressful when you're dealing with pests or plants dying, but we haven't had that problem.
Not
So,
too much, that's for
Here
sure.
we go. These ones
So
are all
anyway,
done.
these are all done. Ben's gonna get them in place now. Now remember guys, we're only using half the window garden at this point, but we plan on expanding as the season goes on here. We want this window to be filled with plants before the end of the season.
And what am I missing here? Oh yeah, a tiny Tim.
Oh yeah, we've already got a planter ready for that,
Yeah.
and Ben's just gonna plant it over there.
We've already got one tiny Tim and a, pretty sure this was a bush tomato in the window garden.
We had it was a bush tomato last year. This year we've got 2 tiny Tims, and we're not quite sure what the other one we have on the window right now. That was given to us by Ben's mom, and it seems to be root bound, so we're hoping we can keep it alive long enough to ripen the tomatoes that are on it, and then hopefully we can take a couple clones out of it and start a couple more.
But that was it for the seeding part of this video.
Excellent.
All the seeds are in, they're all in their place. Time to water, I guess.
Absolutely.
I
Anyway
was
guys,
actually
we'll catch you on the watering. Ben's just gonna go get his watering stuff together, and we will he'll get that watered, and we will then sit down, relax, and wait for our plants to grow.
Now, everybody's got a different watering device. For me, I use this jar because I have quite a bit of control with it.
Absolutely.
It helps me not overwater or underwater.
That's right. Hey, if it works for you, go with it.
And in tight spaces,
You gotta be comfortable with what you're using, so that you can get things done properly.
and in
and,
tight spaces, well, as you see, this is a big jug.
Yeah, you're not gonna put that in
I
there.
can't get in there with this without knocking everything over and making a huge mess.
Now Ben lets the water, it's tap water, but he lets the water sit out for a day or two before he starts watering plants. So when we're done watering today, he will fill them up and let them sit again for another couple days.
Yeah, I'm just gonna soak all the planters here and see what happens. As to what the packages say, the first plant we should see is the onions and radishes.
I believe so. Yeah,
So that's going to be a little exciting to
absolutely.
see which one of these seeds actually comes up first.
Now,
It'll be a race.
we would have loved to have put up a greenhouse, but even a greenhouse won't survive the winter here. The winters are pretty darn cold, and the plants just will not survive. Even heated or whatever, it still wouldn't survive, I don't believe. It's just too cold for plants in the wintertime here, so that's why we got the window garden. And in the spring, we will plant our outside garden, and we plan on making it quite large. And we will bring you in on that as well. That'll be part of the Digging in the Garden series. But this is the window garden, and this will be going on until probably mid-April, and then we will be already getting the seeds in the ground, I believe, for some of our plants. We are really hoping for some good luck with the window garden, but this is just for our enjoyment. The outside garden, that's for bringing in a crop where we can actually, can some stuff, jar some stuff, whatever you want to do with it. And hopefully next year we'll be able to stash away a few jars of tomatoes and peppers and whatever. So stick with us, guys, and keep watching, because this isn't the end of our gardening. We've just been getting more and more into this. We absolutely love it. It's relaxing, it's enjoyable, it's fun. It's amazing to watch these plants come up, even indoors, and then to actually produce fruit in the house. Fruit, I mean vegetables, whatever, right? Whatever you're growing. And just looking forward to every minute of it.
I gotta grab my water, be right back.
But anyway, guys, I think we can actually call it here. We know what he's doing. And this is our first window garden video. So anybody, if you like what you're seeing, you like these videos, let us know by hitting like and subscribing. We really appreciate it, and it really helps the show. And it really lets us know that you want us to continue doing the gardening. So anyway, guys, stay tuned. We will have shorts coming out before you know it. Anyway, guys, catch you on the next one.